Good evening, everybody. Welcome back to EVE Online. Just starting up the game. And yes, we are on day 6 now, which our thumbnail should properly display. Day 6 of playing EVE. And we have this frigate class starship that we can actually redeem. And let's go ahead and click on it. See if it... I was just wondering if it would show us what ship it was. So let's just go ahead and claim. There we go. And then tomorrow is the skin for the frigate. It's a tier 2 gift. Nice. Okay. So we got interstellar ISK of 10,000, biology 10,000 skill points. A destroyer. Ooh, that's coming up here on day 11. Nice, very nice.
Connecting.
And while we were offline, we got 2 of our skills completed.
Skill training completed.
Okay, let's check on... Oh, we got some unclaimed rewards here. And I do not want to upgrade to Omega for that yet. So, got 3 rewards here. Okay. Right. Yeah, we're not upgrading to Omega, so don't ask us. Okay. Daily goal rewards 445,000 ISK. Okay, our skills. Let's go ahead and check on these guys. We're on 9 hours and 14 minutes for those ones. I can't move that one. Oh, social 1, 2, and 3. So, okay, I get it now. We can move these ones up. And now let's see how high we can get the connections. Welcome in, everybody. Okay, so we need to get the social 1, 2, and 3 done before we can do the connections. Okay. So when we log off tonight, we'll have connections all squared away. And we're just going to continue to separate these, organize a little bit. Valente Destroyer, yes, we want the tier 3s. Excuse me. Okay, and then let's move the Galente up higher. Mass production, we'll get up here into the list. There we go. I think we're good now. And then we did get the 2 unseen items here. Eugene, welcome in. So negotiations. And then air mining yield. Okay. Ship hangar. There it is. This crate contains a frigate-class starship from your faction's combat line. Okay. So, redeem at the current station? Yes, please. An Incursus. Open container. There we go. Let's see, 7.5% bonus to armor repair amount and 5% bonus to small hybrid turrets. Yeah, I don't know if we got an Incursus yet. I would have to go back to our home station and take a look. So, for right now, we're still in here, fishy. Yeah, all the guns. I was watching a individual's video today. Yeah, this our offensive numbers here are low. That person had over 200 for the damage on what they were doing. Anode light, electro particle cannon. And this one's running magnetic field stabilizer. Okay. Capacitor booster, 5 MN cold gas enduring micro warp drive. Small kinetic armor reinforcer, small explosive armor reinforcer, small explosive armor reinforcer. So it's got 2 of the same rigs. That's interesting. And this one's running a salvager, but that's for not our ship. Okay, that's a different ship. That's the Algos. And then the Catalyst Navy issue, we're not high enough for the faction warfare stuff, so yeah, okay, cool. Yeah, I was just curious is all. You know, let's get back to that, you know. And, yeah, we're pretty maxed out on our power grid. We only have 1 power left out of 66. So. Okay. Start our conversation with her. We've got information from Nebin, but there's a problem. It appears Aubrey Azil, the ship's cook, has shipped out as well. And there's no way they would all get reassignments so soon after an incident like this. They're being shuffled through the system so we don't find them, and then there's the drones. You need to find Aubrey. If we follow this long enough, we might discover who doesn't want the truth uncovered. Go ahead and accept this mission. Alrighty then. Show the info on this because start our conversation again. Shivvying a chef. Okay. Okay, so we gotta go to Arnon. Alright, let's get this party started.
Warp drive active.
Ooh, that's interesting.
Docking request denied.
Yeah, interesting.
Warp drive active. Docking permission requested. Warp drive active.
Okay, now it decided to give us the encounter information. Hey, could you give me a hand here? The damn things took my propulsion. I'm dead in the water. Let's go ahead and get fast. Faster, I tell you, faster. Loot all. Are they gonna attack me? That's what I want to know. I mean, that's an instant delete. That's why I like this this ship and these guns. I mean, it's like barely fired on them and oh, I gotta fire. I was like, why am I not doing a darn thing? Rogue drones? Well, bring Azil back here and we'll see what we can do for him. Yep, nothing there. Let's go ahead and head to the dock.
Warp drive active. training completed.
Very nice.
Docking permission requested.
Takes us 5.52 seconds to align. A bit slow. Excuse me. The drone involvement is certainly worrying news. Let me see what other leads I have for you. Delivering a doctor. We've located the doctor from the wrecked ship. Unfortunately, we've located her by way of a ransom demand. We want this doctor alive, so we're going to pay it. Luckily, they just want planetary currency, so the real ISK value is minimal. I'll put the money in your hangar when you accept the mission. I need you to take the ransom to the designated drop location. They're to drop off the doctor as soon as you drop off the money. That's the plan anyway. I'd be prepared for a double cross, just in case. Okay. So let's go into our hangar. A lot of money. Okay. There we go.
Warp drive active.
A ripped superstructure. Walkway debris. I may have to loot, see if I can loot any of this stuff. That worked out well. I wonder how much cash we can get if we kill you and keep the doctor. One of these has got to be the doctor. Or maybe we already got her. And there she is. Okay, let's go to the dead drop and we'll collect that money, since they won't be needing it. Yeah, not ours to take. Okay. Yes, and I gotta do a darn thing. Okay.
Warp drive active. Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
Alright, let's complete the mission. You handled yourself well out there. Dr. Elbin is cooperating with us. We've gone a long way, but we found the key survivor. Her name is Tahaki Karen. She was the engineer on the main ship from the ruined fleet, and she signed on to the crew of the Heartbreak. She may be the only one who knows what really happened. You know the drill by now. Get out there and get her before someone else does. I'm fairly certain there'll be someone there to shoot at you. Go figure. Alright, let's head out. Try for the next one. See if we can get the next individual.
Warp drive active.
Get me out of here. This thing might explode any second now. Decimator LV. If my guns would hit. Fire! There we go.
Warp drive active. Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
Welcome in, everybody. All right, complete the mission. Excellent. Karen is being transported to a more secure Sisters of Eve location. For a full debriefing with our people, don't worry, we'll keep Concord well informed of our progress. Remember the strange data core you found? We've determined that it must have been made by rogue drones of some kind. I'm sending you to Galente Space, where I've contacted someone who can help you continue this investigation. Her name is Delphine Zarasier, an agent for Creodron and the daughter of their chief researcher. We've tapped out the other leads for now, which leaves us in need of more information on drones, and she can certainly give you that. Alright, let's set our destination to the Creodron. Creodron. There we go.
Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
Yeah, we didn't go to the right spot.
Warp drive active.
Gotta go to MSAR.
active.
Dang. We got a long way to go.
Warp drive active.
Complete 3 jumps, daily goal.
Warp drive active. Warp drive active. Warp drive active.
How many more jumps do we gotta do? Holy buckets. Looks to be 1, 2, 3.
Warp drive active.
That was a trek and a half. Holy buckets.
Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
God. Alatura said you need more information about some kind of drone problem. The sisters have referred a few promising capsuleers in the past, so I'm willing to give you a chance. But I can't do anything else until this mess I'm dealing with has been taken care of. If you could retrieve some drones from Harrogret, that would speed things up considerably. You see, every drone in that system has ceased responding to signals. That just doesn't happen with Federation technology. Unless the drones have been destroyed, our research and development teams need whatever components still exist in order to analyze the remains. Fly out there and bring back one of the drones, or any parts that might remain. You'll need to be careful. There were no signs of other ships in the system, so I have no idea what could have destroyed the drones. Alright, and away we go. Got a case of the yawns going.
Warp drive active.
You need corrupted drone components in your cargo hold. Maybe this drone will have the stuff we need.
Warp drive active. Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
Wonderful. The RD team has been waiting for your return. Are you available for another mission? Yes, I am. Stag 1. Welcome in. I am currently doing the Sisters of Eve quest line, and we are in Peregrit. So yes, we are well outside of Exordium space. A recently established colony still depends on Federation support for items they can't produce yet. Their last shipment of medical supplies was lost en route, and we think it may be due to rogue drone action. Regardless, this batch of supplies needs to get through. Lives are dependent on it. Okay. Ugh, excuse me. Good grief. Okay. You need to put one thing in the container. So, where's the... Cargo is too far away. Okay, let's go ahead and approach. Oh, it's right there. Okay. Good, Capsuleers are always in short supply. I have an urgent recovery mission that I could use your help with. Excuse me. I told you I'd help if you helped me. Well, the Serpentist Corporation has just kidnapped one of Creo Drone's top minds, Dr. Aphasia Castell. She was analyzing those drone parts that you recovered earlier. The information she has is critical to figuring out what's going wrong with the drones. But the Serpentists aren't going to let her go without a fight. They're planning to take her to the installation in Harrogate. I want you to get there first, assure the base and the ship's guarding it before the transport arrives. Okay.
Warp drive active.
Prepare for battle! Yeah, these ones are a little bit more tankier than the other ones. Let's get there's one more loot container, I believe, we gotta pick up. She did want us to destroy it. Dang. Big thing goes boom. Start the conversation. Very efficient. If you're willing to take another job from me, I have more details on the location of Asperia Castiel. I'm glad you contacted me, Audette. Since you destroyed the Serpentis research station, the transport ship headed to another location to make the transfer. Though we were able to intercept, both ships were lost in the course of the ensuing battle. However, we believe a data core containing Dr. Castiel's notes may still exist. Your task is to go to Hagrid, locate the data core, and bring it back to me. Be warned, all indications are that the ship was contacted by the Guardian Angels as part of their protection agreement with the Serpentis Corporation. I'm sure they'll send a ship to scan the wreckage and see what can be salvaged as well. They'll be looking for some way to recoup part of their losses. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna have to go through and refine a lot of this stuff. Alright, we got the loot, data core. Now we're just trying to finish off these other ships here. Man, it's just battle after battle. Okay, let's select that one, fire. Five seconds to load. That was about 5 seconds, right? Sure. Awesome. More show up. Go after that one. Go after that one. Oh, I gotta repair. I gotta repair. I wasn't watching that. Gonna be in swarm too. Target that one. Okay. Fire. Come on. Fire, fire, fire. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Kill them all. That one, fire. That one, fire. Chase after it. Let's target that one. Yeah, it wasn't locked. Okay. Okay, we can turn off the repair. We'll turn off that because we need to get our caps recharged. Okay, we'll go after that guy. Start picking up all the wreckage. There's 2, 4, 7 more that we gotta get after this. Linked. Something. DDO scoped tracking disruptor. Interesting. Loot all. Ooh. That was a good loot. That was good loot. Angel, small wreck. Welcome in, everybody. Glad to have you joining us tonight. And a couple more here. Loot those as well. That one. Go there. Then we got one more. It's at 12 kilometers away. We got plenty of storage space. Okay, the destroyed ship, there's nothing in that. We got one more here at 16 kilometers. Everything else is taken care of. We'll go ahead and burn some afterburner on this. Get there a little bit faster. That was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 16 ships. Yowzas. That was a heck of a fight. Okay. Now let's go, looks like everything is good. We'll dock.
Warp drive active. Docking permission requested.
Ah, okay.
Request accepted.
Yeah, that's a beautiful skin. I like that skin. All right. I'm glad to see you have returned in one piece. Now it's time for you to decide if you trust me. I have a final mission to offer you. But it's risky for both of us. I say. The data core you recovered has proved interesting. Before her kidnapping, Dr. Castiel found several oddities in the drone components. Honestly, it's created more questions than answers for Creodron staff. As a sign of good faith, I'm going to share some information with you. Our drones are being corrupted by some other kind of drone. I need you to take some information to a friend of mine in Caldari space. They've also been suffering from drone problems recently, and this data might help him and his people. I need you to keep this quiet. Our friendship isn't exactly something we're broadcasting, not with both of our empires at each other's throats. If you agree, I'll make sure the information is securely hidden on board your ship. You'll never even know it's there. All you have to do is go and talk to Imuri Asaka, and he'll take care of the rest. Sure. Okay. Sure. Alright, let's go ahead and reprocessing. Let's open up our here fishy. What do we do with these scientists? We got 4 scientists on board. What the heck do we do with them? Okay, well, I mean, it's titanium, a lot of titanium. It's free. We didn't have. We're mining chips for titanium. That's what we're doing. Compact EM shield hardener. Boost shield resistance against EM damage. The medium power slot. Faint epsilon. Scoped warp scrambler. Target painter. What's this? Targeting subsystem that projects an electronic tag on the target, thus making it easier to target and hit. This upgraded version of the basic target painter uses patented peripheral weapon navigation diameter technology to reduce CPU requirements. Interesting. Civilian stasis webifier. We already looked at that. Whatever this is, let's take a look. Excuse me. It reduces the range and speed of a targeted ship's sensors. This module can be loaded with scripts to increase its effectiveness in certain areas. Okay, linked enduring. Can only be activated on targets to increase their scan resolutions, boost their targeting range, and improve their sensor strength. This module can be loaded with scripts to increase the effectiveness. Remote repair. Ooh, a 5 MN quad L lift micro warp drive. A scientist. What do we do with these? Maybe sell them? I don't know. A Scourge auto targeting light missile. We need Omega for this. How rude. The baby. Hot chocolate with whipped cream? No, I'm good. Thank you. Okay. Crossing enemy lines. Show info. Location. The Citadel. Okay. Just want to see what we got for, we got 39 antimatter charges here. So let's go ahead and reload all this stuff. Okay. Cool, it reloaded everything at the same time. Alright, awesome. Okay. Let's, set our destination. Going to Clayson.
Warp drive active.
The till.
Warp drive active.
Galente sentry gun. We're going to there, to there, to there, to there, to there, to there. Eddie Air. NTM, NTM. Oh wait, it's Eddie Air, Eddie Air. He's getting another 119,000 for ISK. Visit a high-sec system in 5 different regions. Destroy 150 enemy ships. Okay, that was 2 of the 6, and there's 1 that we can't do. 75 enemies with a destroyer. Nice. We're gonna have to open up all these bundle packs here sometime. And we'll go ahead and jump to Abarul. Complete 10 epic park missions. Okay. Unel. Time to jump to that one. Then we'll go here. Complete 3 jumps. Claim that. Crossing enemy lines. Our ISK balance has gone up tremendously. Achievement completed. Stellar Exploration. Tenon.
Drive active.
Enter 30 different solar systems. Okay. Kind of reminded me of No Man's Sky. As you're sitting there warping between things, you're in your menus doing stuff. Atakani. Ooh. Oh, we're in Caldari space now.
Warp drive active.
My little fan that I got ran out of battery juice. It's just nice having that set up. Okay, let's go ahead and dock.
Warp drive active.
Get a little bit of airflow in the room, you know. Caldari food processing something. Excuse me.
Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
Okay, let's go ahead and start our conversation. We've been dealing with the same drone corruption described by Zarasir. We've managed to contain the contaminated ones inside a dead space pocket, but that is only a temporary solution. I need you to scout out the situation personally. I've been trying to get updates from my colleagues in the field, but apparently she is having trouble getting clearance for outside communication. Fly over there and make sure the drones are still adequately contained. If they aren't, report back to me. Do not enter into any confrontations with the security forces attempting to contain the drones. Am I clear? We go in, look, turn around, and fly back. Sure. I think we got this. All right, let's undock. How engaging are the agent missions? I started less than a month ago and did my own thing after the tutorial. Are they varied and unique enough, or are they more or less the same?
Drive active.
I would say that the 5 different agent missions that you start off with there on Rotonos. Of course, this is my experience, because that's Galente space. I would say they're all unique. There are 2 of the agents that kind of, I would say, kind of overlap each other on what you do. But for the most part, they're, I mean, we did all 5 agents in 5 sessions, so we're basically doing an agent a day. Let's go ahead and activate the gate.
Warp drive active.
But yeah, they're unique enough to. I was interested with them. Like I said, I'm a mission-driven individual, so I like being able to. Ooh, storage warehouse. I need to approach the hollowed asteroid. Okay. And it looks like some of the drones have escaped. Now, I can't say what the Caldari missions are, or the Minmasas, or, you know, the other 3 factions. I know Caldari is the second one. Amon is another one. I don't know what their agent missions are like. Couldn't tell you. Maybe we'll be able to do the Caldari one since we're doing the Sisters of Eve. Arriving out of warp, it becomes immediately clear that whoever is handling security has little idea how to fight drones. Battleship patrols on the fringe of the swarm seemingly oblivious just how vulnerable they are without proper support from smaller vessels. Close. Dock.
Warp drive active.
Let's get the heck out of Dodge. Gotcha. I was told I-4 missions give a huge payout, but you have to work your way up. I was wondering if I get burned out. Well, so when I got done with the 5 faction or the 5 agent missions, I had 90 million ISK. You know, give or take a little bit, and that's all I did was the mission stuff. So I would say, you know, to start off with 90 million ISK is a
Docking permission requested.
pretty
Docking
good.
request accepted.
I know it's not the billions of ISK that people advertise on making an hour and things like that, but you know, I'm able to buy all the different things, and I didn't buy a ship, and I've got a dozen different ships in my repertoire right now. So for me, it was worth it. I go to my personal assets here. In regions, it's solar systems. There we go. Oh, Rotonos. There we go. I've got Arty. I've got the catalyst that I'm currently using. Oh wait, this is the Navy catalyst, because that's in Rotonos. So I've got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Plus I have a 13th one back in the station at the Sisters of Eve. So yeah, I've got, yeah. I haven't got up there yet, Derek. I doubt I will. I mean, it's not out of the question, but I doubt I will actually do the Omega. Then it's as I feared. Thank you for the report, Audette. I need you again in just a moment if you're still free to work. But yeah, I mean, to get a dozen ships to start off with, yeah, a couple of them overlapped. I will say that. But you know, right now, the Catalyst is my favorite one. You know, it's you know, if you're watching the battles I'm doing today and yesterday, I mean, it's shredding through enemies like paper. The situation's gotten complicated. That current security deployment won't last long against those drones. The local commander, Vidamala, seems happy just to contain the drones, but that only bugs the little bastards more, buys the little bastards more time to escape or supplement their numbers. I need to know more about the commander and why he doesn't seem to know what he's doing. I have a friend named Nachi Koruda working for the House of Records who should have those answers. Fly over to the archives facility where she works and return to me with anything that might offer some explanations. It isn't glamorous work, but it needs to be done if we want to make informed decisions about how to proceed. Yep, I guess. Sure.
Skill training completed.
That's good payday for me, especially if that's just starting out. The level 4 ones are supposedly in the millions per mission. I've been looking for something that keeps me out of pay-per-view. Player PvP, yeah, player versus player, yeah. So yeah, we gotta go. We gotta get out of this place. What did we get? Small azeotropic restrained shield extender. Let's show this thing. Increases the maximum strength of the shield. It's a medium power. Attributes. Tech level 1. Bidding. It uses 2 megawatts. And we only have 1 available. Yeah, we don't have any medium slots available anyway. So that's out of the question. And by all means, ask questions in the chat. I'm sure there are other people that are sitting there watching what's going on, and they can definitely answer the questions that you have. I've only been playing the game a week, so my knowledge is like a drop in the bucket, you know, of the Pacific Ocean. We gotta go to 10N. Okay. We were just there! Like 5 jumps ago. At least with this game, you know, looking at our cargo container, you know, when we fill it up, we fill it up. It's not like Fallout 4 where you can continue to, you know, overload yourself and become encumbered. Over encumbered. That was always my downfall. Same on Starfield. Always over encumbered. My ships, I keep increasing the capacity. The biggest problem is I can't sell it all, you know? I have to go to every station twice to sell all the garbage I collect. Because I like making the credits, you know? Or the ISK. Chain Lant. That's an interesting name. Okay, let's jump because... What was it that was here? No, that thing. Complete 3 daily bonus goals. Imperial Armaments Factory. Chenelet. I'll start the Sisters of Eve missions then. Do you know how long it takes roughly to get the faction standing high enough to run the level 4? Above my pay grade. Crap! Oh.
careful. Pure thought is the instigator of sin. Be watchful. Free thought is the begetter of disorder. Be respectful. Uniform thought is the way of life. Book 1, The Code of Demeanor.
Okay, we're in the pickup location. So... why do we need to go to Jeddah? There they are. Okay. Okay, let's set our destination.
Warp drive active.
Three jumps away.
Warp drive active.
Two jumps. Making sure I don't have any rewards here to collect. Oh, I think I need to do these as a combat mission. Oh, that's what that is. Okay.
Warp drive active.
I was like, I'm doing all of these things for the complete basic combat missions, but, you know, and then realized I wasn't doing the right ones. Dock.
Warp drive active. Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
That took long enough. I don't know if I want to let you dock. Okay, so now... let's go ahead and complete the mission. This says Vinamala got to his position thanks to a family connection. Bad news for us. Excellent. Okay. Go ahead and request the next mission. Reading the chat here. I assume I'm in for a bit of a grind either way. Any ship or class you recommend for working up to level 4? I'm currently using 2 battleships. Feels a bit overkill at the moment. I know there was an individual talking about, a bunch of you guys requested that, this ship be used because it's a good one, the Catalyst. This one can definitely do from what I've heard, the Sisters of Eve missions. So that's what I'm using. I know other people have talked about, or that same individual talked about the, I think it was the Tristan was another one that could do the Eve missions. And it's a, fairly low price ship. You guys have talked about that as well. The Drake never dies to level 3s, though you shouldn't have many issues in cruiser. Alright, let's continue this. The situation we have is a delicate one. We can't go after Vitamala directly, even though he doesn't really have a clue about what he's doing. He's too well connected to displace without good reason. I'd expect this sort of thing from the Galente, but not in the state. A man achieves rank because of his hard work and dedication, not because his father has friends in the bureaucracy. Sounds like corporate bullshit to me. My one bad word of the night. Someone else can help with this situation. A true warrior and dutiful servant of the state. The first difficulty is in freeing up his schedule. If he can handle that part, I can deal with the paperwork for his reassignment. He's currently on deployment in a nearby system, busy dealing with the mercenary force we believe to be funded by Garista's pirates. If he can take out all the Garista ships, then I can arrange to have him reassigned to the drone problem. Okay. I see the catalysts in ganks often cheap enough to field in large numbers. I've only witnessed a few ganks so far. Gets the blood pumping. I have not... knock on wood. I gotta find wood. Yeah, there we go. I haven't seen any yet. Largest corpse in Null can use them to kill officer spawns. Interesting. Yeah, we'll accept this mission. We'll go start killing some things. Okay. Great, we get to kill more stuff. I like killing things, especially bad guys. Warp to the location. And thank you all for joining us tonight. Glad to have you all here. If you're enjoying the content, we'd greatly appreciate your support to do the standard YouTube stuff. Okay, let's zoom in onto our ship here. Okay, I guess we'll pick that target, go to it. And looks like they might be coming our way. Click, 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 click. The only thing I wish my Catalyst had was drones. I'd love to have some drones on this ship. All right. Go ahead and open fire. Deleted. Delete that one next. Jesus. I love this ship. I love this ship. Oh my gosh. Ooh. That's cool. We'll look at that later. I guess we're done. Yeah, we took care of the stuff for him. I'm just surprised there wasn't more enemies. To be honest. Combine TNR meeting venue.
Warp drive active.
Mining survey chipset.
Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
An upgraded chipset for a mining vessel's integrated mining surveyor. That grants superior asteroid information and increases the chance of optimal mining outcomes. Increases the mining laser and ice harvester critical. This will be going on my mining vessel when I build one. My venture. Yeah, that ship. Hobby. I'm definitely building a dedicated miner. Okay, let's complete the mission. I'm pleased to inform you that everything went smoothly with the transfer. One of the first things our new commander did was to request frigate and cruiser backup for his fleet. They should be capable of defending themselves if the drones try to fight their way out. Nice. Now, can you help us with the information we're trying to get? Damn, Vitamala. He wasn't coordinating with the Navy's Emergency Logistics Division. There's a colony nearby that missed a shipment of farming supplies thanks to the chaos caused by these drones. If we don't make the delivery ourselves, then we risk the entire agricultural economy. Once you take these goods over to our fleet, they will deal with the rest. We can finally turn our focus towards the underlying cause of these problems. You will need at least 150 cubic meters of cargo space to meet the delivery. Keep that in mind. Okay. What do we have on our ship right now? We'll go ahead and accept that. We need at least 150. Okay. Oh, yeah, we got plenty. Yeah, we had 450 total. We are only like just barely over 100. Okay. Close that out. Close. Thank you. Yes. That's what I figured. And definitely dedicated for a mining vessel, not for anything else. Okay. Warp.
Warp drive active.
Just like the ship I have for scanning, I don't have anything else on it but the scanning stuff. And if I'm doing exploration, I really need, some some shield stuff, some weapons, just so I can protect myself as I'm doing exploration. My mining vessel is the same way. I need a gun or two, but the main focus is capacity and actual mining, you know. It's, you know, it'd be nice to build a ship that can do all the stuff, but you know, you really can't. The Caldori forces look far better prepared this time around. Anti-support frigates and their cruisers flank their larger allies, standing ready to be able to deal with any smaller hostiles that come their way. If these drones try to escape, the faster and more agile ones won't slip past the amassed fleet so easily now. Okay, where's the container? Storage warehouse. Okay, let's go to the storage warehouse. Specialized ships work the best. The Venture's 2 drones are enough to handle any rats in high sec. Yeah, I mean, having those drones on that ship were amazing. I do love it. That's why I wish this ship had drones. But having 8 guns, man, it still is just, it's point and delete. Okay, here, fishy. Where's our farming stuff? Go ahead and put that in the storage warehouse. Okay. Start our conversation. Come talk to me when you finish. Okay, so let's just head back. In the corporation production plant. I think he is. Or is it the refinery? The refinery. Have you been to Jita yet? No, I have not. I'm there often just to watch. I've never seen a place with that amount of traffic in a game before. It must be 10 or 15,000 jumps into that system a day at least. The Algos is the other Galente destroyer. It's a drone boat.
Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
Jita is an interesting place to say the least. Okay, we're gonna set the destination because I want to go actually talk to them.
Warp drive active.
Well, it's, you know, trying to compare this game to another one, you know, No Man's Sky. I know some of you have probably played it, but when you go to the guys, it's been so long I forget what the name of the space station is that comes in with all the stuff. But if you turn the network on and watch the ships come and go, the people running around in the station as they're doing their stuff, that's how I kind of envision this game if I ever go to Jeddah, and I'll get there. I'll definitely get there. There are people that sit in Jeddah all day and just buy low and sell high. It's called station trading. If you have the patience, it is literally the best way to make hundreds of billions of ISK. Yes, I just received word from the colony. They should be able to stick to their production schedule, which is great news. Thank you, Audette. You've done the Caldari people a great service today. If you need any further help with your drone investigation, just say the word. Normally, the local security forces would want to handle this drone threat themselves, but we're willing to contract the job out to a capsuleer. You'll have to go in alone while our fleet holds the line. I suggest you take some friends into the fight. The drones have been growing in number as more are corrupted and somehow find their way to the swarm. Once you neutralize the threat, you should search the wreckage for something that will help with your investigation. You know, this ship actually does fairly well by itself. And the one fight, I'd had 16 enemies that I fought. We'll try it ourselves. Have fun! The Jedi Order, directly invited.
Warp drive active.
I don't know about the Jedi Order. They sound kind of fishy to me. I like the Jedi. But I'm more of a gray. Don't mess with me, I won't mess with you. Leave me alone.
Warp drive active.
I upset somebody once when we were talking about the color of your lightsabers. I picked gray. You need to destroy all the enemies in the vicinity. Okay. So they want us to kill this stuff now instead of just, you know, maintain its presence. Okay. I'm definitely going to turn my afterburner off when I get in within about like 35 kilometers. That way I don't burn up all of my capacitor. Maybe 40 kilometers. Yes, they scoop loot. If you shoot them, they will dock, then undock in a combat ship. They bait. If you aggress, you may not dock, but it gives them permission to legally shoot back. Jerks. Okay, we're going to turn that off. Dead Space Rogue Drone Swarm. Drone bunker. Ugh. Okay. That one might be the closest one. I don't know. We'll find out here in a second. They can only manage 5 targets. That's horrible. Fire! Come on, fire, fire, fire. Nice flying, pilot. That's the last of the drones taken care of. Feel free to inspect the wreckage if you like, but I just received an official transmission for you from the Sisters of Eve. Looks like they've got a new lead for you to chase upon anyways. Okay. So, what can we find in the wreckage? Nothing there. Drone structure. Never accept duels from anyone you don't know. Why else would a pioneer want to engage 2, albeit poorly fitted battleships? Stag says, I think I was almost baited the other day. In another way today, I was sitting at an ore site in an APOC Navy issue and a regular APOC. This pioneer wanted to duel me. I assumed he had reinforcements to call on. People sit outside G to unlock big names. Oh, I am close to that. Okay. But I don't see any of the drones carrying anything. Yeah, we'll just go ahead and dock.
Warp drive active.
Yeah, good advice there, Derek. And Stag, great conversation going on. I enjoy reading what all you're talking about.
Docking permission requested. requested. Docking request accepted.
Ioda Corporation.
Docking permission requested.
Okay, let's start our conversation. Complete the mission. Thank you for taking care of the drone problem. A capsuleer like you may not consider it a big achievement, but trust me, you've done what few others could. You clearly have a great future ahead of you. I hope you continue to use that talent to do good things, either with the state or elsewhere. I've just been contacted by Sister Ellie Tura. She wants you to get back in touch with her right away. Here, take this transponder beacon with you when you leave. That way I can know you arrived safely. Okay, so we get to go back to Arnon. We did all the stuff here. For some reason, I was thinking that we had to actually go into a drone, subspace or something like that. Let's check our inventory here in the item hangar. Nothing found. Ship hangar. Fishy. That's the only ship we got here. I just want to make sure we bring all of our stuff back. Yeah, we'll buy and inject it. Sure. Oh, we need to... Ah, okay. So, training time, 50 minutes. Upgrade to... Okay, either way. Same with this one. Let's buy and train. Buy and inject. $162,000. My new bro experienced an extreme outlier as I was miraculously gifted at 1,000 plex a few weeks into the game. I run now 2 accounts with shiny things, but not much idea how or where to use them. Shiny's always nice, but if shiny just sits on the table collecting dust, it's not shiny.
Drive active.
Let's go to the map. I want to see where Jita is. Jita. 8 jumps away. Show on map. I would go through all of this garbage. Go here. Yeah. Suppose we should go back and actually jump to the next spot. That way we don't get taken out.
Active.
The Forge. Shattered planet. There's a few shattered planets around here.
Drive.
My advice to you is this: don't try to plex your accounts. It becomes work if you are trying to play this game to make IST keep Omega. Best disk per hours to get a job. Yeah. Focus your play wherever you find the most fun. Be open to new experiences and don't shy away from new things because they seem scary. Train things you can use as an alpha so that you don't lose access to fun things you like when or if you decide to not pay for Omega. Yeah, it's...
Active.
There was a gacha game I played a few years ago. And to maintain relevancy in that game, you literally had to keep it open 24/7. Luckily, the game had abilities in it to where you could do auto battles and things like that. Okay. I've got to step away for a minute, help the missus out with something here, so go ahead and jump.
Warp drive active. Warp drive active. Warp drive active. Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
Alright, I'm back. Okay, let's go ahead and start our conversation. The rogue drone you and I both want has been spotted in a dead space pocket near one of our stations, building a swarm of drones. I think it's going to try and destroy that station. There are 15 people on that expedition. Bring them all back home safely. You have a chance here to save some lives and deal with that drone once and for all. We'll accept. Solid advice. I generally have fun just flying around shooting things. I've found so far that it doesn't matter what tax bracket you're in. There's seemingly tons of things to do for all the ship classes. And then Derek says, most of all, find a group of friends in EVE Online. Find a corp that fits your preferred playstyle. EVE is so much fun. So much more fun with people. Another thing I've noticed is that it looks like for the most part ships and things that players had years ago. Yes, that's what I've heard from content creators here. What you got from day one is still viable today. And back to that gotcha game I was playing. Yeah, the stuff that they had starting year one was no longer viable because it was overshadowed by power creep, you know? That's why you had to be like constantly in the game, constantly doing the weekly and monthly battle stuff and what all the different things that they had going on. They had, you know, new characters you had to go after in order to be in the meta for different parts of the game. Yeah, it started off fun, and then it got to the point where it was no fun because you're constantly sitting behind the computer screen or on your phone doing crap just to maintain the new battle areas that they had, maintain standings in certain areas. It sucked. Billions of ISK, man. I just went out in a fleet of stupid cheap destroyers and we killed several ships, like 2 million ISK cheap. Yeah, there is a use for every ship in the game. It's more fun flying cheap stuff, to be honest. No stress when you could buy 1,000 of a ship. Ah, dirty and faster. That's why I like this ship. I mean, it costs, what, like, brand new, it's like 700,000 ISK. And I put 4 million into it. I see a fleet of tier 1 frigates take down faction battleships. It's kind of like Noru Gaming. Last Saturday he yeeted a Gaia ship just for fun. You know, he called, you know, got in the Discord of many different people and said, "Hey, I've got this ship. Let's go ahead and destroy it. Let's have some fun with it." And they did. He had 2 fleets of 250 ships each on his side. And then there was the fleets on the other side, and the fleets that decided to show up, and the fleets that decided to show up. Just watching that was insane, you know? Yeah, that's understandable when you can do something like that. But to just go in and say, hey, I've got this ship, let's go ahead and nuke it, you know. Who wants to join me in a battle just because? You know, bring a ship you can afford to lose. That one's close enough, and that one's close enough. So we'll start with that one there. Start nuking it. And we'll go to that one, nuke it. Select that one, nuke it. Is that Q? Okay. Come on, target a ship. I know you're firing.
A module has run out of charges.
Yeah, I can't orbit at 1,000. I can't lock on. Okay, fire. Good grief. There we go. Okay, none of them have any stuff on them. I guess we'll go to that guy, Q. Let's repair up our hull armor. Okay, that's good. Let our shields recharge as we're on our way. I'm hoping that was in low, null, or I'm not sure what the Gaia has for any of that stuff. He didn't show the build on it. I mean, my ship, I've got, 5100, 7080 HP, 139 DPS. Okay, we'll smoke that guy. Now, come on. Supposed to be firing. There we go. That was a lot of drones. Holy buckets. We Again, a lot of drones. Try to finish up in 10 minutes, about 10 minutes. Go. Alright, we'll get to this habitation module. Hopefully that's the place where we need to go. And yes, I do have my afterburner on, so we are trying to get there as fast as we can. Alright, we'll loot them all. Go ahead and dock.
Warp drive active.
Royal jelly. That's funny.
Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
Okay, let's start the conversation. Bless you for saving those people. I know you didn't do this out of charity, but your help is appreciated anyway. You have been paid, but when you're ready, I have another lead on this drone. Okay. Unclaimed rewards, active 2. Destroy hostiles in Kaldari Losec. 7 million ISK. Anyway. Close that down. Non-capsuleer log-off timer. Cause combat with a non-capsuleer. What? I didn't fire on anybody that I know of. Syndicate is one of EVE's longest-standing global entities, founded 2011 by starfarers from all 4 empires. It has thrived for 15 plus years as both home and a forge to warp happy capsulers. Born in the southern Vapor Sea, now an immoral bastion for New Eden's mythic pilots where all grow and chart unique frontiers. New to Syndicate, click this. In memory... Huh. It's they charge tax. The Marmite Collective versus... I'm tired of searching for a name for this effing corp. That's funny. We do not discriminate when it comes to episode 1. If you agree with this, we welcome you in our arms. Episode 7, 8, and 9 can just be forgotten forever. They don't charge tax on any of the stuff. They accept everybody. Standings. They've never gone to war. Okay. Alright, that's we got some unclaimed rewards here. 50,000 ISK, a reward bundle. We're almost at 100 million ISK here. Okay, let's go to our chest here. Let's shut that down. Shut that down. Item hanger. Ooh, diplomacy. Let's go ahead and inject this skill. Negotiations, inject that skill. Yeah, that's why I declined the syndicate. Find one that fits you. Yeah, exactly. Still trying to figure out what to do with these 4 scientists that we got from a station. They're a scientist. Yeah, once somebody finds out that you're in with a group of people that they don't like or at war with, then yeah, it's gloves are off at that point. Okay, I think we've done collected all the things that we can collect. We'll just make sure, yep, we're doing social 3, which means then connections 1, reprocessing, and electronic warfare should start when we get into the game tonight. Or we'll switch it to the Galente Destroyer 3. Yeah, we got some skill points that we can do. What happens if we... I mean, it's only 13,171 skill points for that one. But I need to go through and make sure that we're doing stuff. Have the right things in here. Weapons disruptions. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that.
Skill training completed.
Okay, we'll do that.
Skill training completed.
Hacking, mining. We'll go through this again sometime. Corp. I have no idea what they're chatting about. But at least our standing thing is actually turned off now. Probably. I'm spreading the wealth. When you say unlockables, do you mean like these guys here, the red boxes? You know, let's go to armor for instance, you know, armor layering. Do you mean like that there as a unlockable? Because I know these, I mean, it requires a mega to get these ones. You need destroyer to level 3 before you can train cruiser, stuff like that. I mean, I got my destroyer up. So it's getting there. Yeah, it's all part of a learning process here. I don't exactly know what I need, but, you know, things are working out, I guess. Galente frigate, 18 days for level 4. Yikes. If you right click on a skill, you can go to the required or tab and see what it unlocks. Okay, I get it. Level 2. Astro Gun, Garmer, Daredevil, Worm, Dramel. So what's funny is I didn't see the catalyst in here. But it's weird I can't select level 4. Anyway. Okay, the hauler. And that one's a cruiser. That was a destroyer. That's right. There's the catalyst. Okay. So, since I do like my destroyer, I need to make sure that one's up there as well. Okay, so that one is. And tomorrow night, depending on what my social group does, we'll probably be in a different game tomorrow night. So we'll definitely get the destroyer done. We'll put the mining frigate behind it. Shield upgrades. Weapon upgrades. Can't remember if I got another ship one down here. Spaceship Command. Frigate 4. That way getting it prepared for when we go into the weekend and I'm not on the game. So yeah. Maybe one of these days I'll get this basic combat mission done. Probably the next time we jump in here. Saturday night, more than likely. So yeah, we'll also finish the... I don't know if we'll finish. We'll just continue on the Sisters of Eve. Keep working on that. But until the next time we jump into the game, thank you all. You know, I see 38 people in here, 202 views. It's amazing. The most engagement I've ever had playing any games. This is the best one so far. Eve. I love it. The game's great. I am thoroughly enjoying the game. I love the comments that we have going on. All of the little side chats and assisting each other, assisting me. Thank you all for doing that. What has Sony Entertainment, online entertainment, got to do with Eve? I don't know. So yeah, if you haven't yet, support the channel. We got the like button, we got the subscribes if you enjoyed the content. And until the next episode, next time we jump into the game, or any game, we'll catch you later. Bye, everybody.